Last time on Fate Extra Triple C. Melt! Oh, fuck! Oh, I wasn't expecting a fight! Oh, fuck! 0 damage! Wow, she is readily giving it to us, unlike everyone else. Take a wee step back, little lady. I think that was Robin Hood, who just saved us. To ensure that I do, I would like you to invite you to a dinner party. Shinji stabs his fork into the red mass and brings it to his lips. Gulp. Oh! Sakura, you sweet angel. With this, I may have a chance to survive. Still plenty of medicine, so please let me know if you run out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Saber's still #1. That's all that matters. And she is way better than Rin and Ronnie. Thank you. Thank you. But she's trying to conquer me with, like, horrible singing and food that makes your stomach explode. Okay. We gotta go back to this floor real quick because there are a couple of things that opened up. It's the thought that counts? No, it isn't. People like you are the reason that other people die of food poisoning. When you eat her food, death happens. This timeline is as good as Shinji gets ever. Once again, we descend into the shrine with the oppressive atmosphere. So what do we do now? The invitation didn't specify any meeting place. You needn't worry. As expected of my rival, she appears to be cultured in banquet etiquette. I hope you're doing well, my adorable squirrely. I'm pleased to see you've accepted my invitation. This will be my thanks for your crass behavior. No spears, no torture. Have a full taste of my 3 meals, morning, lunch, and dinner. Oh, God. Seeing him in pain makes me happy. Elizabeth beams with the most ladylike smile she can muster. Shinji, standing behind her with a pale, averted face, catches my eye. I don't even want to think about it again. His expression speaks volumes. Come on. First is the morning table. Follow me. As if leading us, Elizabeth disappears into the depths of the labyrinth. Why do we have to take her up on this? To be totally honest, I'm not very willing to do this. Can't we just do a plain old exploration of the labyrinth? This has gotten a bit catastrophic, hasn't it? I have to play along for a bit in order to get our SG. If things go south, we'll have to pull out fast. Don't miss any red flags. The flags are fucking crimson right now. Miss Hakuno will be formulating measures to address the food just in case, but I wish you the best of luck in the meantime. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. You know, the thing for me, it's a little different in my mind. Like, ranking, like, you know, the heroines of the Fate universe. Mostly because, like, I saw the Fate Stay Night, like, you know, anime, the original, like, Studio Dean one, and, like, you know, I just had kind of like a, oh, this was interesting sort of reaction to it, you know? I didn't have much of any other opinion about it. I didn't know anything about the Fate series and everything, and it was a fine introduction, you know, for what it was. But there was a lot of things I was confused about, and a lot of things that I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I know it's based off a visual novel, so I guess I'm just not supposed to figure those things out without having read the visual novel, I guess. But, my first, like, real exposure to, like, the Fate universe was Fate Extra. Which is why Saber is, you know, Nero Claudius is my all-time favorite. Because, you know, I knew that she wasn't, like, King Arthur Saber. But when I first played that one, I didn't know who she was. I knew she was supposed to be reminiscent. But, like, the big thing I noticed, I both ironically and comically, was the fact that, so King Arthur Saber from Fate Stay Night is, you know, I mean, let's call a spade a fucking shovel. She's flat. Whereas, you know, definitely not the case for Nero. Now, of course, years later, I discovered why, and it's not the happiest of things. Like, here's the thing that I didn't know when I first got into the Fate series. I didn't know that King Arthur Saber was physically 14 years old. She lived a full life, but her body stopped aging. Like, you know, when she was 14 years old. So, yeah, like, and in terms of, like, for example, Shiro, in the original story, Shiro was, like, 15, I believe. And so, if he was 15, then, like, you know, a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old having a relationship isn't exactly, like, you know, it's, like, you don't really think much about it because, I mean, like, I know a lot of people that, like, lost their virginity to, like, you know, like, in high school to kids their age. Rina and Shiro are 17 and Ilia is 18? I could have sworn Shiro was only 16. Okay, that changes things, because, like, I mean, yeah, that means that Shiro had sex with a 14-year-old when he was 17, which is creepy? Oh, God. I roll for deception. Table is draped in a blindingly pure white cloth, as if it were stained with a single drop of blood. Some sort of red food is placed on top of it. Is that spaghetti? Okay, this hits hard and in various ways. Truth be told, I glossed it over at first and figured it was soup or something. This is the kind of thing nobles chow down on? Saber, you're not helping. You saw the video. You know I'm in for death. That's right, regardless of what's on the menu. There's no need to eat it. Elizabeth, we know what you're scheming. Ha! Oh, wow! Shinji and I actually shared a brain cell for a second there. I feel dirty. I feel like I need to shower. We have cameras. Every detail was a dead giveaway. As for the security footage, can't be bothered to mention it. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, even Hakuno Kishinami isn't so much of a pushover as to fall for this. There, behind Elizabeth. Suri door, one that I've seen at some point on another floor, blocks the path. Why would I ever forget about this pesky door? No, how could I ever forget it? That door, it's a mortifying artificial noble phantasm that Commando Ronnie crafted. The fully automatic strap style open lock patent pending. The patent is still pending. Okay, Ronnie, this is not my fault that she used it. Sorry, I'm sorry, anything but that. I already see the flaw in your plan. Saber, capture Shinji. We will force all the food into his mouth. Wow. This time Elizabeth snaps her finger at me. I try to think of how I can escape her fingertips command. Escape from everyone's gaze, but nothing comes to me. I guess I have to eat. I sit at the table, nervous. Before me is a red mass. Ostrich bologna. I'm not sure if it's ostrich bologna. I'm not sure how I pronounce that, actually. It should be fine. It looks alright. Doesn't smell off. Maybe Shinji just has bad taste. It's fine. It's fine. Lousy food with the Italian name is off limits. How about you eat the food that'll kill you? The flavor was epic. It wasn't anything simple. It's like being entirely sweet or entirely spicy. Just tasted like chaos. My stomach wouldn't stop churning. Sweat wouldn't stop dripping. My entire body is rejecting this foreign substance. But I mustn't give in. I mustn't vomit. If I yield to the surging urge, our path will be closed. Teary-eyed, I somehow managed to cram it all down into my stomach. I am going to die. I leave everything to Saber, including my corpse. She may do with it as she pleases. Well, look who's finally back on the right side of history. I'll be blunt. It's terrible. Not a question of whether it tastes good or bad. This has reached the realm of mass destruction. Terrorism, basically. For example, well, I can't think of an example, but if I had to come up with one, it's like licking a candy and tasting turpentine times 1,000. No, that still might be underestimating it.
なんですって。さあ、世のマスターは見事に完食したぞ。扉を開けるのだ。そして奏者の受けた苦痛。しまった。ボロネーゼは嫌いだったみたい。リサーチ不足ね。やっぱりスープ系が鉄板よね。これは序の口よ。次がメインだから。次こそあなたの期待を裏切らないから。おい、待て。
お前すごいんだな。
I don't like that he complimented me. Two of them run off further into the labyrinth.
大丈夫？ HP 減ってるみたいだけど、まだいけそう？
I'm probably alright. Hakuno Kishinami's stomach hasn't burst yet. Also, thanks to that thunderous shock, it seems Elizabeth didn't charm me. That's the silver lining.
次は昼のテーブルか。せめて道中はヨがそなたを支えよう。
Next is the lunch table. Least I can do is let you lean on me as we make our way there. I am in so much pain. You see, Senpai, the reason I had to question you about Saver was because for a little bit there, you were siding with Elizabeth, you traitor. Italy would be ashamed of you. If Italy knew that you were siding with a Romanian, like, you know, idol who doesn't understand what love is, instead of the immaculate, you know, Nero Claudius, then, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to do with you. Also, like, after playing this, I actually researched the original Nero Claudius. I love the fact that Nero Claudius, like, in this game, is very much similar to the Nero Claudius in, like, in terms of, like, personality and decadence and everything. It actually lent itself really well to being, like, you know, a gender-bent character. Like, nothing's ever perfect, mind you. It's like, me liking tiramisu does not mean I dislike pizza. So I'm just gonna say this now. I am guessing that you are one of those people that thinks it's perfectly fine to have, you know, pineapple on pizza. Oh, Senpai. We can still be friends. At the very least, you and I agree that fruit does not belong on pizza. Alright, boss fight time! Why all the guarding? There we go. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Ow. Yeah! Rhapsodia? Interesting. Fruit does not belong on pizza. That is one thing I will always say. And then people pull that bullshit of, well, you know, technically tomatoes are fruit. Yeah, they are. But are they on top of the pizza? Or are they part of it? There is a difference. I mean, I just don't like pineapple in general. Like, a Dorito pizza is like, you know, one of those like, haha, this will be a funny thing to experiment with. Oh, the smell, I'm gravely concerned for your stomach. As am I. I'm gonna die. They're gonna make me eat food that is not fit for human consumption. Man, I still have yet to digest the bologna. And here we are at the next table. Welcome to table 2, the lunch table. This dish is sure to astonish you. Ta-da! Enjoy this special stew I painstakingly, slowly simmered. It looks like death. I call it bon voyage to the blood red sea. You're literally telling me I'm going to die in this soup. Crimson stew served in a deep bowl. As usual, it looks fine, but that no longer offers any solace. We're going to send you some software we found for this exact job. We downloaded an unarmed Shinji familiar that eats food. It's free software, so we paid nothing for it. Hold on a sec, why does it have my face on it? You definitely customized that thing. How so? That's just how it came. Yep. Software specializes in processing food. That's all it can do, so don't hold back. Pour all that edible destruction into it. It's set to Hakuno Kishinami's user and shares the same privileges, so it should be able to clear the restriction issue. Rin and Ronnie, do it again! Such a great job! Now I should have nothing to fear with the food anymore. No. No. No, no, Liz, stop. No, don't do that. God, no! Hell on earth into a soup. That is the most accurate. Suddenly our eyes meet. Elizabeth grips the hem of her skirt like she's about to cry. I won't allow this. You expect me to serve my food to some filthy doll? That would be unbelievably humiliating. Impossible, actually. You're a farm animal, so eat up like you crave it. Drain that bowl until there isn't even a drop left. Oh no. I would also feel bad using it. Granted, at the same time, if it's that or death. No, no, no. I don't want it to get thrown away. Do that, and I promise I won't open that door. Another tantrum? Bad habit you got there. Still, no matter how much noise you make, that door will open once the plate is cleaned. Elizabeth says no more. Not even stop it or just try it or the like. I think it's because she can't. She said that she painstakingly slowly simmered this stew. But in the end, no matter what she does, the dish she labored to repair is going to be thrown into the trash, Shinji boy, right before her eyes. Sure, it's unbearable for her. If I want to unravel Elizabeth's mind, I get the feeling I shouldn't rely on the Shinji boy. I won't do otherwise. I'm not supporting her per se, but I don't want to see my praetor be inconsiderate of a maiden's feelings. Squirrely? Ah! Ah! Just one sip. As long as it's one sip, this courage will surely lead to her SG. I think as such, and try taking a sip of the stew. Well, friends, it was nice knowing you. Sempre, you can have the entirety of my collection of video games that I know you're gonna hate. Those will all go to you. McCullen, you get all my Fate stuff, including all of my figures. Yeah, bury me in satin. Lay me down on a bed of roses. Sink me into the river at dawn. McCullen, have you seen my figures? I can't move it much more than this, but we got Adelante, and we got Best Girl Mordred, then of course Big Saber, who is great, and then we've got I didn't mention Velvet there because she's not from Fate. I love her, but she's not from Fate. Then we've got, of course, names are blanking out right now because my death is approaching. Jeanne d'Arc. I have the exact same Mordred. Good. Good. And then we have Jean Alter, who I also love, and this version of Saber that I had not gotten to see until now in video game form. So you get those, and Sempre, you get my collection of anime games with all the tropes that you hate. I know this isn't what you want, but remember, I'm dead, and it's your fault, so you don't have much of a choice. Also, Mordred is secondary best girl, because I love Mordred. Mostly just, like, honestly, what I love about Mordred is that she's very trans-coded without being a trans character. I feel like, you know, we're sooner or later gonna get a trans character, which would be great, but Mordred is definitely, like, gender fluid. Because, like, she doesn't care if you use female pronouns for her as long as you address her as the son of King Arthur. So, yeah, I would say gender fluid. I know, and as I said, I'm going to play them just to remember our friendship, just like you sacrifice, just like your sacrifice from the soup. I'm going to do the same. Wonderful. I'm so glad everyone's on board with this. Ah! It's horrid! Terrible! Overpowering! Pungent! This is what death tastes like! It's like mud. Makes you wonder if Elizabeth isn't a heroic spirit from Earth, but rather from Venus, some polar opposite culture! But the saving grace was that the ingredients were all tender, at least. Seems like she really did painstakingly prepare it. I command my body to, at last, finish a mere sip. What do you think of this one? Elizabeth questioned me with a grave expression. This dish is... it's awful. It's terrible. Like the worst. Is terrible. It can't be. I let it simmer so long. I did my very best. There's no way it came out bad. You merely tried to brute force it. Laboring to learn the culinary arts and refines one technique, he produces results. That's right. Now that I've got my thoughts on the dish across, I'll have the unarmed Shinji boy process what's left. Fine, there's still the main course left. I'll let you off the hook this time. Next one should move you to cry, saying how delicious it is, I'm sure of it. Be prepared. That's it? Damn it, she just does whatever she wants. Hang in there, Shinji boy. Thanks to the unarmed Shinji boy's outstanding work, the Crimson was processed instantly. I would have laughed so hard if they somehow tied it back to Shinji, like real Shinji's actual feelings, so that when we fed the Shinji boy, he got to feel it. That would be wonderful. Elizabeth may have been acting tough in her own way by leaving before watching this happen. And unlock complete. Who's a hard little worker, Shinji boy? Maybe we shouldn't have made it look like him. Senpai, are you okay? Oh my god! Shinji boy is on fire! You have the processing software, so you didn't have to push yourself to eat it yet. I know, but it paid off. She has an obsession with cooking. It's likely related to her SG. Yes, the structure of the floor is considerably influenced by the core's secrets. Please investigate in that direction without pause. Yeah, without pause. I take the stomach medicine I got from Sakura out of my pocket and down it in one go. Shinji boy got burned by the soup from hell itself. Yeah. Final round's about to start. Love how they linger on the Shinji boy for a little bit there. I forgot to fill out the map in the previous areas. Okay. I mean, good news and bad news. The good news is, I'm still alive, and therefore, Sempre, you don't have to be put through the hell of all of my anime games. But also, McCullen doesn't get my figures. Oh no! Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, see? Everything is fine. Nothing bad happened. Please take a little extra time. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. My will has already been changed. They are getting buried in my coffin with me. Any other form of death just doesn't count. This was on the condition of death by soup. Oh my god! Why is everything red? After looping around the labyrinth, we finally reach the last table. The night table. As I imagined, the table is crammed with an exorbitant amount of food. A full red course. A red Manchu Han Imperial Feast. No matter where I look, all I see is red. Elizabeth doesn't bother turning to Shinji, but instead stares straight at me. Oh god. The automatic eat-it-all style open lock looms behind her. Sure, we can easily open it if we use the unarmed Shinji boy. But she's right. That isn't the issue at hand at all. Hakuno Kishinami's objective here isn't to open that door. It's to break the shield that lies beyond it, which means obtaining Elizabeth's secret. Using a mechanical process, the unarmed Shinji boy will do nothing to jostle her mind. I glance at the table, then take a seat. I glance at the trembling Shinji, then take a seat at the table. Feels like the fork and knife I'm holding are shaking in my hands. But it must be my imagination. Be still, right hand of mine. Thank you, Saber. Remember me as I was, not as how I die. Saber, thanks. Your sympathy helps steady my nerves. They have their moments, don't they? They have their moments. But I have to overcome this challenge with my own two hands. I mean my mouth. God damn it! I must overcome this challenge with my own two hands, and by that I mean my mouth. This food was prepared by Elizabeth for Hakuno Kishinami. I know how tough this battle will be, so in the event that I'm able to eat this, maybe I'll settle down in a village and get married. Not to Elizabeth, to Saber, obviously.
そうなんだ。よは嬉しい。嬉しいか。その約束を口にするのは禁忌であろう。
But that's what makes them worth living. All right, here I go. All I need now is to be ready, to be determined, to be so foolhardy I forget what pain is! I glance at Elizabeth, who's staring at me intently and paying no heed to Saber's uproar. I shall partake.
ええ。召し上がれ。そうじゃよ。いきなり体が震えておるぞ。本当に大丈夫なのだな。
I am far from okay. I think that was my kidney exploding. It was unable to contain the toxins. Oh, my kidney just exploded. I have moments left to live. It's just from the very first bite. I got quite a big shock.
おいしいでしょ。わよね。
No. Ow!
それはマグロのマリネ、すっぽんの生き地ゼリー添え、ムーンセルの新鮮な魚介類を使ったわ。
The moon cell, the brain of God! It's digital fishery rife with seafood, one that records all the past and predicts every future. Is it okay to describe it that way? But try as I may to escape from reality by pondering such things, the taste, reality, still assails me relentlessly. Ready to kick ass and chew some food. Oh my god, yes. An unpleasant sweat is already gushing from my entire body, but I must keep moving my hands. Ah! Pain!
会長の顔色がこんなの拷問よりも拷問です。
It is! Love is pain! Love hurts! This is not love!
なんであんな赤いのよ。少しは緑とか入れてあげてよ。私だって少しは入れるのに。落ち着いてください、さくら。それにミス遠坂も割と意味がわかりません。ラニさんこそ落ち着いていないで止めてください。こんなの見ていられません。
Soup was really the last majority play this? No, I literally was just making a joke off the top of my head.
さくら、目をそらしちゃダメよ。これがあの子の生き様なの。
Play that hopeful music!
あれこそ人の上に立つ者の決意です。会長職は本当過酷ですね。
Ow!
いい気味だ。おい、もうその辺に。
I don't need your pity, bitch! No way, there's still food left, and besides...
それは焼くのに苦労したのよ。だってすぐ焦げちゃうんですもの。そっちのタコだって苦戦したわ。タコって食べたことないし、刺しても動き続けて気持ち悪くて。でもタコ好きでしょ。だから我慢してさばいたの。喜んでもらえるかなって。
You're very considerate, but I hate seafood. Why did you think this was a good idea? Elizabeth's eyes glitter with every plate I finish, and the ache in the back of my hand grows more prominent. The goal must be close. As I thought about it, I mindlessly continued moving my fork and spoon. Also, I don't have any particular preference for octopus. My boiling head searches for jovial memories. Once, I spoke with someone about building a cafeteria. Oh yeah, that was with the student council. That was only a few days ago. Oh my god. We decided that we would take turns managing meals. We would all eat together. That was a really fun idea. Yeah. Leo mentioned Julius's curry was excellent. In the end, I wonder what it tastes like. I don't think I'll be able to taste food when this is done. Leo! May your memory give me strength! I want some, but my belly is filled with enough chaos as it is, so I would demand it. Yes, as student... See, as Madam President, I would demand that absolutely everyone eat Elizabeth's food. With my wandering mind, Julius and Leo present curry to me while smiling. I'm literally seeing their ghosts. Oh no. Alas, an early reunion, isn't it? How I'd like some Harway curry.
Master! しっかりするのだ!
What? Oh. Seems I was having a weird dream. I dreamed I was eating horrible food to impress a little dragon girl, and oh no, it's real. Do me a favor and just, like, stab me. Just right here. Just, you know, make the pain stop. I analyze the situation before me. Apart from some deep red ice cream sitting on top of my spoon, all the other plates are now empty.
それでしまいだ。そなたの勇姿、しかと見届けたぞ。
I get encouraged by my servant and finish the last bite. My mouth is paralyzed at this point, and but a potentially awful taste still spreads through it. It's mint flavored, red mint. Fun fact, the mint plant was said to bloom in the Greek underworld. I don't know why that's a fun fact. It's not a fun fact. That's bad. That's death. I quietly put my spoon down, give thanks for the meal, and rise from my seat.
すごい！全部食べてくれたのね。扉が開くのも文句なしよ。それで、ここを通す前に単刀直入に聞かせてもらおうじゃない。お味はいかがだったかしら。
Signs of her secret appearing start to amplify, as if aligning with her expectant gaze. This is what I have to say. It was god awful. I don't need to think about it too hard at this point. It tasted so bad, was so god awful, that I can hardly believe food could be so bad. That said, I know perfectly well how much she toiled to prepare all this food for me. It tasted bad. Thank you. Consent! I am going to explode! Why are there so many locks?
分かってたけどさ、今回は僕の黒星じゃないからな。
Okay. Shinji, I don't care about you. In fact, I want you to have some food. Come here, little one. I shall be the mama bird, and you the baby bird. I'm going to vomit into your mouth. You have no say in this. You
逃げ
bitch.
たか。まあよい。どのみち決着の時は遠くあるまい。
Hello, Saber. How long have you been there? Is this the afterlife? Am I dead? That's right. Actually, even if I was told to go after him, I'd be hard-pressed to agree in this state. The offshoot I pulled the SG from should vanish soon. We should leave the labyrinth as soon as...
ねえ、あなた、どんな魔法を使ったの？
What? Magic? I don't have that. Elizabeth absent-mindedly watches her own body deteriorate. Magic is something I, of course, can't use. I guess she's referring to me extracting her SG.
違う、もっと前よ。あなたが私の料理を食べて感想を言った時、最高に気分が良かったわ。
It's
あれは
It's called honesty, Liz. I don't think you understand that I was being honest, or your food is horrible. Like, the worst thing ever. Like, it's a war crime. Your food is, in and of itself, a war crime. That being said, it wasn't intended as a war crime, so we can forgive you if you never make it for me ever again.
家畜も他の貴族もみんな私を賛美したわ。まあそうしない奴は首を殺してたんだけど、でもそれで気分がいいのは一瞬。喜びはすぐに燃え尽きて、つまらない日常ばかりが残るのよ。退屈で頭が痛いわ。痛いのよ。だけど今のひとときだけは。
That's because you and I made an emotional connection. It's important for health. Because before she completes her thought, her body vanishes. With no way of finding how it ends, today's exploration comes to a close.
今回は本当にお疲れ様。なんか私までお腹いっぱいよ。
Don't make me mama bird, you Ren.
今、さくらが強力な胃腸薬を用意しています。マイルームに転送しておくので、戻ってよく休んでください。
Good. As the student council give their closing remarks, I let out a sigh of relief. Suddenly, I'm conscious of how heavy my abdomen feels. Clearly, I exceeded my capacity. Too much. Let's activate the checkpoint and hurry back to the school. And I hope that Melt decides to leave me alone. War crime.
探索はここまで。
She's not dead. She's far from dead, actually. I'm so glad that my pain is so useful to everyone. Oh my god, it made my magic go down to 1. Oh, trust me, there was bloodshed. Just not the kind you're expecting. I wasn't expecting the food to be homemade. For her to once again impede me mayhap mean she has transcended conventional rivalry. You don't know what I'm talking about? It's about Elizabeth, naturally. Her home cooking is the expression of a desire she holds. But I mustn't engage in home cooking. As highly skilled as I am, an emperor mustn't snatch away work from a chef. For that reason, I envy Elizabeth. I too want to show off my food to you. If I had some kind of tool like that, I could perform a higher level of showing off. Simple suffices. I wonder if there's anything like bridal related laying somewhere around here. I mean, here's your outfit. Okay. Loves cooking. Wifely desire.
Idol の年齢と体重は秘密にしておくものだけど。ねえ、聞きたい？どうしても？仕方ないわね。魅惑の44キロよ。
Wow, she's light.
孤高のドラゴン。その牙をいただく尊き一族。ハンガリーのバートリー家。私のすべてだった場所。
What are you looking for in a partner? There's a lot, but it's gotta be...
資産、仕事、趣味。いろいろあるはずなんだけど、そっちのけでビビッときちゃうもの。ズバリ運命ってやつよ。
Favorite color of underwear? What's most fashionable in the entertainment industry? Well, that's fair.
芸能界の流儀はバッチリよ。ズバリ、トップアイドルはしましまよね。
Stripes? Nero asking if there's some bridal related to the equivalent of asking, where's my glasses? When they're on your face. Yeah, that's true. Ugh, I had one too many calories. I can barely move. As I return to my room, I stagger toward the bedside and take a seat. Hard to say that the SG came easily. Your response is only natural. You ate 3 courses in one go, you know. That would be difficult even for me. Rubbing my belly, which feels bloated with data, I reminisce on the events today concerning Elizabeth's SG. We've directly dealt with her countless times at this point, but the more I learn about her, the more I experience her secrets, the more I get the sense that she's a normal girl. She was more of a curiosity when we first met her. It's probably natural to think that, as well. Even infamous knaves or tyrants seem normal if you don't know them. It happens often. Don't be swayed by her innocence. Regardless of how she acts now, her marks on history still remain. I see. If the whole cooking thing is one side of her, then the whole capturing and torturing NPCs is another side of her. If her intrinsic view that people are merely tools to serve her beauty isn't rectified, then we'll never see eye to eye. I understand her from an artist's perspective, but I will show her no leniency. The most precious thing to me right now are my praetor and our contract. So long as those are constant, my past shall always stay constant. Let's leave it at that. You were exceedingly valiant today. I think it's about time to get some rest. Sure, I agree. But my crammed stomach hurts too much to sleep. That won't do. I'll instruct you on a special regurgitation technique I know then. No worries, it won't hurt. Well, that's going a bit far. The lovely Romans can go ahead and eat until they vomit if they want to. I'll pass. I escaped from the mildly disappointed Saber and down a Sakura brand antacid. Greetings, friends! Did you know that I have a Patreon, which will help not only keep the channel alive, but allow me to buy more toys for my cats? And really, that is the most important thing I need the Patreon for. So, join my Patreon today to keep my kitties happy.